Okay, finally. Sorry about that, guys. It's taking a minute to get the live stream to load. How's everybody doing? Got lots of people here. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on everybody's chat. Hey, Mom. This is awesome. I'm so excited for you guys to see this video. When we were getting ready to just kind of looking at treatments for the video and what we wanted the theme to be and how we were going to do it. I didn't really know where to go with it at first. All I knew is that I was like, I just don't want it to be another video of a bunch of people partying around a truck. Because to me, the song and the truck and everything just meant so much more to me than that. And then Sean, my director, had said something about, he said, well, what if we, basically did a autobiographical storyline from how you got started in music all the way up to you signing your record deal, because there is a cool story tied into with my truck and signing the record deal. So the day that I signed my record deal had to drive into Toronto to Warner Music Canada, and my truck actually died in the parking lot the day I signed my record deal. So we thought that was kind of a cool, like, start to finish from when I first bought the truck back when I used to like busk on street corners. I mean, everything in this video is all true. So yeah, we thought it was really cool to sort of set the video to the life of my old truck. Hello. Hey, Laura and Haley. I would say the best part about filming the video, probably getting to drive around in a sweet old truck. Yeah, it was a good time. Sorry, I'm just trying to read through everybody's comments. Yes, Jess, very, very much so. I always just want to share part of my story with you guys so you can know more about me. So yeah, I think you guys will get a cool little bit of insight on this. Is this your favorite music video you've ever done? I mean, it's definitely up there for sure. I mean, I've had, I've done quite a few videos now, and they've all had, different aspects, and some of them have been really fun to film, and then some have been really tough to film, but the video and, the end product was amazing. So yeah, this one, I think for me, it's more about, I'm really proud of the end product more so than it was necessarily like a fun shoot. It was actually a lot of, because we were spanning through time, and I had to wear a lot of like costume changes, and I was mostly changing like with like, because we were driving around from location to location, like I never had a proper like dressing room or anything, and a lot of it was filmed outside. So a lot of my costume changes was me hiding behind the two doors of my stylist, Katie, her car, and her holding up like a towel in front of me so I could change in a parking lot somewhere. So, and it was also really hot when we were filming it, and I was sweating and like trying to pull on tight clothes and change quickly without messing up my hair and makeup. So, and I also, there's one of the scenes where I'm wearing all my hunting gear because he wanted to mix in, more, not just the music stuff, but my lifestyle and what I was doing in between working towards this dream and getting a record deal. And so I had to wear all of my hunting gear, and it was like 85 degrees out, and I was sweating like crazy. When did we shoot this? I feel like, man, if it was actually a while ago. I'm pretty sure we filmed it beginning of October, which I know sounds crazy for my Canadian friends, but in Nashville, it was still really hot. So who would you love to collaborate with one day as a bucket list? Eric Church, for sure. Absolutely, Eric Church. I mean, there's a bunch of artists I'd love to collab with. Brothers Osborne as well. I love Cody Johnson. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of great artists. Those are kind of like top ones. Yes, Dolly would be amazing. Absolutely. Sorry, I always feel so awkward when I'm reading because it just goes quietly. Yes, actually, Lainey and I have talked about doing a collaboration because we've written some songs together. So um, I would love to. I mean, she would be probably at the top of the list for women I would want to collab with. Who's your biggest music influence? That's kind of a tough question, only because I feel like I've been influenced by a lot of different artists at different times in my life. I've because I also didn't I didn't necessarily really grow up on country so much. I mean, it was around and I listened to it a little bit. A lot of people I grew up with listened to country, but like the stuff that my parents showed me from a young age was more like southern rock, classic rock, a lot of different things. And so, so like I mean, one of my biggest vocal inspirations is Aretha Franklin. I've always loved her voice, and she's definitely been a huge inspo for me. And then, I've also just I loved John Prine because I loved his songwriting and his lyrics and just how unique his writing style was. Um, Trying to think. I mean, again, like as far as like newer, like more modern country artists, I mean Eric Church. Eric Church was like the beginning of me listening to any like more like newer modern country. He was like the first artist I really fell in love with. Because before that I was more into like if I did listen to country, my first loves were Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard. Still love all of that stuff. um, Loretta Lynn, and like the some of the older stuff. So, and then also like was really into bluegrass and stuff like that. But my mom says collab with Chris Stapleton would be amazing. Obviously, I would love to come to Australia. I'm really sad that my trip got canceled last year because I was supposed to come play and then COVID happened. So that sucked. What outfit from this video was your favorite to wear? Did you get to do any hunting while filming? I did not do any real hunting. It was, for the sake of time and us having to shoot about, 30 different scenes in one day. It was pretty quick. I just kind of walked through the woods, drew my bow a couple times, and that was the extent of it. Love Billy Strings as well. Annie's back there. She's talking. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Let me see. I know some of you guys posted some questions earlier today on Instagram. Is your first GMC in the video? No, I wish it was. My first truck, the one I wrote the song about, she's gone to truck heaven. I made a post a little while ago that my mom had the idea we have a thing called donate a truck in Canada. And you can essentially donate your vehicle or the proceeds from, selling it for scraps or parts or whatever. And you can donate that money to your favorite charity. So that's what we did with the truck. And I donated to Denise House, which is a women's shelter in Oshawa, close to where I grew up. And they've just done a lot of amazing things for women and children who have been victims of domestic violence. And I think right now, that's always been a really important cause to me, but especially right now, because of COVID and everything that's going on and all these lockdowns, there's a lot of issues that aren't being talked about as much, suicides and depression. And unfortunately, domestic violence rates have really skyrocketed because of people that are stuck in situations with their abusive partners. So that felt like a really good place for the money to go. I love Ryan Bingham. He is awesome. Would definitely collab with him. Would you ever consider coming to Colorado after COVID? I have been dying to go to Colorado for so long. I've talked about it a little bit before, but I used to be a competitive snowboarder and had been in Colorado before back when I was training a lot, and I absolutely love it there. So that's definitely on my list of things to do when COVID's done. Let's see, we've got some more questions. Oh, thanks, Annie, for sneezing on me. Hi, here she comes. What inspired you for this song? Well, my co-writer, Adam Craig, it was actually the hook for the song was his idea. And it was funny when we went in to write it, he said something, he's like, yeah, I had this idea and I just like assumed I would write it with a guy. He's like, but then I was coming in to write with you and I thought to myself, if there ever was a girl that whose first car was a pickup truck, it's probably Meghan. So we started talking about it and, just everything. And I think too, like, and this would probably sound silly to people that didn't grow up in like rural areas or whatever, but owning a truck, it's like a culture thing. Like there's a lot of culture around trucks and what you can do with the truck. You can tow, you can help your friends move, you can carry a lot of things, you can drive a lot better in the snow, all that kind of stuff. So I think just, and also beyond that, like your first vehicle, whether it was a truck or whatever it was, that's your first taste of freedom and probably the first time you've ever owned something big that's really truly yours. And it was a point of pride for me to be able to buy that truck and take it everywhere. So that was kind of the inspiration behind it. Let's see, one more question. How long did it take to shoot and create the video? It was a good 14 hours at least. Anyway, guys, we're going to end this stream because the video is about to start. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll come find you guys in the chat when it starts. And please stream it, share it with everybody you know. Get it out there into the world. And I hope you guys love it. Love you guys. Bye.